As school gets back into full swing, many teens may be missing vaccinations for a potentially life-threatening illness, meningitis. GSK medical expert Dr. Diana Clements joins us now with meningitis survivor Katie to share important information that could help protect your teen. Good morning to you both.
Morning.
Good morning.
So, Doctor, what is meningitis B and why are teens and young adults at such an increased risk?
Meningitis B is an uncommon but serious, potentially life-threatening disease. 1 in 10 out of those that get it actually pass away because of it, even with appropriate treatment. And 1 in 5 out of survivors have lifelong complications. Teenagers and young adults are at higher risk because of some normal behaviors at this age that frankly everyone is doing. So living in close quarters, such in college dorms, or sharing utensils and drinks. These are behaviors that put 16 to 23-year-olds at higher risk for meningitis B.
So obviously it's important for parents to pay attention to their kids, and also vaccinations are super important too. So what should parents know about the specific meningitis vaccination?
Vaccination can help protect against meningitis B. There are 2 types of vaccination against meningitis. One type of vaccine is given at age 11 and then at age 16. And the meningitis B vaccination is usually offered between 16 and 23, preferable between 16 and 18. Many healthcare providers don't start the conversation on meningitis B vaccination because there are many priorities at that visits right before college. So what our message is for parents to feel empowered to bring this up to their doctors if they don't.
So Katie, as we mentioned already, you're a survivor of meningitis. Can you share with us a little bit more about your own personal experience with it?
Sure. I contracted bacterial meningitis whenever I was 18 years old. I was a freshman in college. It started out with a simple headache. I thought I was going to wake up the next day and be back to normal, but I was very wrong. And that very quickly led into a lot of severe pain, confusion, high fever, and recovery took weeks, months, practically longer. So meningitis is just one of those diseases. It's rare, but the consequences could be very devastating.
How long did it take you to get a diagnosis? Did you think it was something you'd recover from quickly? What led to you finding out that it actually was meningitis?
I had some tests done. I fell very ill and had some tests done, and those tests confirmed that I had bacterial meningitis. And that was within, the first 24, 48 hours of having symptoms. My total recovery was longer than 6 months, and I am left with lifelong complications from the disease as well.
Okay, so doctor, have most teens and young adults received the meningitis B vaccination already, or is it something that most people put off or don't ever have?
Actually, most teenagers have not received meningitis B vaccination. Only 3 in 10 17-year-olds have received at least 1 dose of the meningitis B vaccination as of 2022. So that's why we want parents to bring that up to their doctor, considering, stories like Allison's. They're actually not stories, they're lived experiences. We know how important this vaccination is.
Okay, so what questions should parents be asking their teens and young adults?
First of all, ask your doctor if your child has received the meningitis B vaccination, because there are 2 types of meningitis vaccination. There might be some confusion if the teenager has received it or not. Check the records, see if meningitis B vaccination is there. If it's not there, bring it up to your doctor at the next visit or schedule that visit so you can have the discussion.
And where can people go for more information on all of this?
So first of all, the doctor, as I mentioned, and second of all, go to the asktobesure.com website and definitely see the short film that Katie and other of those that have been impacted by this disease have. And the short film is on the mylifetime.com/asktobesure website.
Katie, Diana, thank you so much for your time this morning. For more information on meningitis B and the meningitis vaccination, visit asktobesure.com.